Hi, so my name is Ashley Hamilton. I am going to be your professor for writing 120. I also teach 110, so if I get confused. So I'm going to start off with showing you guys navigating Sakai. It is your second semester here at AP most likely, so you're probably a little bit used to it, but I just want to go over the format of our class, where we find assignments, where you submit, where homework's due, all of that. So if you could follow along, I think this would be the best. So units right here, this is the main place that you are going to be looking for when dealing with what's due, what do I need to have read, what do I need to bring to class, any reminders. This is where you're going. Right here in assignments are the two main locations that you're primarily going to be clicking on. So as you see in Unit 1 and 2, these are going to be online classes. So our first face-to-face is going to be Unit 3. So you will not see me until week 3. However, there's stuff for you to explore in here, and then an assessment for you to complete the first 2 weeks. Okay. So I'm going to show you what the format looks like. So if I click on Unit 1, there will be very few readings that you'll have to do specifically for this class. I'm going to talk about a little bit the function of 120 in a second, but this mainly is to come alongside you as you are in 110, give you the writing support that you need. Yeah, we'll talk goals of 120 in a second. So if there is anything to read, this will be right here. Watch, there will only be something for you to watch if we're having an online class, or if there's something that comes up in class that's particularly difficult, that I feel like you might need another reminder or hear it again throughout the week, I'll do another one of these videos. But for the most part, the videos are to supplement the in-class time. Okay, and then due and reminders is going to be the key point that you guys are looking for this class. So for week 1, we see due, begin writing assessment. This is under assignments under Sakai, which is right here. You have until midnight by next week to complete this. Submit your assessment in a PDF or Word document only through assignments. All right, so I'm going to click on there in a second. And then reminders. So week 3 will be our first in-person class meeting. So you aren't coming to class week 1 or 2. You are just going through this syllabus, mainly the first week, and then working on the assessment. If you want to take your time working on it over the next couple weeks, definitely can be easily done within 1 week. And then bring what you're working on in your 110 as well as your syllabus, and have the assessment completed by week 3, our first time. Okay, so this is what you'll see in assignments, and then I haven't done it this moment, obviously, but you will see writing assessment right here, and then you'll click on it. There will be the prompt, and then you are going to upload it in a PDF or Word document only. Under this tab right here is the syllabus. Also, I emailed it out and sent it through Sakai, so either of those locations. So let me show you, hold on, the syllabus. Okay, so here is the Writing 1 lab. This starts off with talking about the course description, the purpose of it. It talks about how Writing 1 is a 1-unit pass or fail lab that's intended to come alongside 110. It's very informal. It's intended to, there's only going to be, I believe there's 5 people as of now in our section. There can be up to 6. It's meant to be informal. And the assignments that I have you do are going to be based off of your assessments and where I feel that you guys are based on your understandings, conceptions of college writing, where you are in terms of the writing sample that you guys submit alongside the assessment. which has nothing to do with your grade. I just need to get a feel for how you're writing, how you're conceptualizing, the different prompts or different moves you're being asked to write. And then I'm going to create a course that exercises and refines the skills that I feel that are in the need of most development, or just for my own experience of teaching the 1A, 110, and various other writing classes at APU, what it is I think that would be most beneficial, meeting 1 hour each week. Okay, so purposes there, the objectives, student learning outcomes, required text. There is no text you need to buy for this class. However, you are going to be bringing in multiple copies, drafts of other assignments for working on it in class, doing peer critiques, dissecting prompts, talking about expectations or needs. What is the teacher really asking? Like workshopping that sort of stuff. And you will have to bring in your 110 textbook from time to time. You'll always know ahead of time nothing you need to buy for this class. The class routine, here's a list of what you need to bring for each class period to be prepared. The main thing with this class that determines students who pass or fail is if you come prepared for the class. All right, so that's basically come to class, come prepared, absolutely you will get credit. All right, I want to give you credit. I really hate when students don't pass this class. It's such an easy class. You just need to show up and bring the stuff. All right, so your 110 syllabus, your calendar, right? Like that's just to say you should be like writing all this stuff down, etc. An actual piece of writing from your 110, right? So like whatever you're working on, no matter what stage it is in, and then anything related to that, like the prompt, because being prepared is such an essential component, I would say, of 120. If you don't show up on more than three occasions, so you can like on the fourth one, you're no longer able to receive credit for the lab. And this is the same for attendance. You're allowed to miss 3. On the fourth one, you're no longer eligible for attendance. I rarely have students with that problem, as long as they understand this is the expectation. It's only happened a couple times. Let's see what else. I think academic integrity, so student support, same as everything else. The last thing, which I would like you to bring a printed copy on week 3, is this writing lab contract. This just goes over like the summary of the requirements, what's expected, so that if you miss 4 classes or you continually are not prepared for class, you do so understanding that that results in you not passing. So just go ahead and sign that. And it just kind of repeats all the important stuff. Okay. Okay, and so the last thing I want to go over with you guys is the writing assessment. This is due week 3. Take your time on this. This is really important because it feeds into my planning for the class. APU really emphasizes that it's important that each of the labs is catered towards each of the students, the group of students. So this is my chance to get to know you as a student, understand you as a writer. So do your best to help me understand that. So number 1, reflect on your preconceived notions of college writing. This can be based off of what you've heard in high school, from current or previous college or APU students, etc. Provide a detailed response in which outlines your expectations in terms of content, assignments, reading workload, and rapport with your professors and colleagues. In what ways do you feel you are prepared to write for college assignments and your college writing course? In what ways are you concerned you might not be prepared? List 4 to 5 hopes or goals, I would say, that you have for how Writing 120 can come alongside you and provide you with additional support this semester. And so if you can be as detailed as you can with each of these. And then the last thing, along with this assessment, submit a sample writing assignment. It can be from any class, all right? So preferably, actually not even that, I'm just going to say anything that you feel like, yeah, I am proud of this. This is indicative of some of my best efforts in writing. So if that's from something you wrote last semester, great. It's helpful for me to see your college level writing. If you are like, last semester I was just kind of figuring stuff out, I don't really feel like that's indicative. Not a problem. Perhaps reaching something from high school or an entrance exam essay. It really could be anything. I just want to see your best efforts as an academic writer, essentially. So whatever you think would give me that best insight. So I am going to be on campus. So if you need to like meet after hours, the hours that for like the workshop I'm doing is going to be a little funky. But happy to meet if there's like something you need to talk about in person. Phone conversations would definitely be like the easiest if you want to speak. Happy to answer any answers in emails. Obviously, email is my preferred communication. So go ahead, reach out any questions. You guys just need to worry about getting this assessment and the sample in, getting your syllabus, reading through our syllabus, and coming prepared for week 3. All right, I'm looking forward to meeting you guys.